So we've heard of this gospel numerous times, maybe 100 times or more, right? And there's a tendency maybe, because we know the gospel, this parable, sometimes we take for granted what the Lord is saying us in a new way. And for me, whenever I read this parable, the Lord is kind of revealing to me something new. And we need to know what the Lord is revealing to us. And for us, we know that in this parable, we know that this son, this younger son, was not concerned about the father or even the relationship. He doesn't care. All he cares is the money, right? And you could see the pain of the father. The son is just after the money. Got his inheritance, squandered it. It says here in desolate living. In another translation, it's a life of debauchery. Wasted in prostitutes, maybe in drugs, alcohol. The hard-earned money that the father raised, he just wasted it. There was a famine. He was in great poverty, worked for a man, and then his job is feeding the pigs. Feeding the pigs, that's the lowest. It's abominable to the Jewish people. For you to be in contact with pigs, they're unclean. So you see, he hit rock bottom. And the Lord allowed that. So that it says here, he came to his senses. He realized his mistake. And he wanted to go back. And he went back, right? So this is the thing that the Lord was impressing upon me. It says here, but when he came, it says here, but while he was still far off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion. And I think the Lord was telling me, and wants to tell all of us, is that God never stops hoping that we will return to him. And he has his eyes on us all the time. Waiting for us to even show a small sign of turning to him. And what did the father here do? The father says here, he ran. It's embarrassing for a head of a family to run. It's like a man wearing a skirt. But this father ran. Why did he run? Because he's afraid that his son would change his mind. Because his son was experiencing a lot of guilt for what he has done. His son is full of shame, thinking that he's no longer worthy to be a son. That could change his mind. So the father ran. Despite what other people would say, he ran to the son. And what did he do after running? He embraced him. He kissed him to show his great love and mercy. And what did he do? He clothed him with a robe of grace. He let him wear the ring. The ring symbolizes authority. Authority of being a son, an heir. And then he let him wear sandals. Okay? During those times, servants, they don't wear sandals. They're barefoot. Only the family members wear sandals. Okay? And then after that, there was a great feast. They celebrated. Why? Because the son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. This parable should not be called the return of the prodigal son. This parable should be called the reckless love of the prodigal father. Okay? So I hope we see ourselves in this prodigal son. No matter what we've done, how grave the sin we've committed, no matter how numerous, The reckless love of the Father is on us. It's unconditional, it's personal, it's eternal. It will never change. He's always on the lookout for a small sign that we are turning to Him. And He's going to run after us. He's going to run after us. So I hope this will really encourage us to return to Him and ask the intercession of Mary, Mother of Reconciliation. And I would like to share with you what I've read from this reflection from 40 Days to Peace and Union with God by Father John Bartunek. Okay, he's a legionary of Christ. And this is what Jesus said. Of course, Jesus and the Father are one. The love of the Father is the same, of the love of Christ for each and every one of us. Jesus said this, and this, what Jesus said this, He's saying to each and every one of us. So I want you to pay attention carefully and meditate on it after it. Jesus says, I will never give up on you. If only you knew how much I love my church and every person in it. If only you knew how patient my Father is, how magnificently and unabashedly He loves each one of His children. Since I will never give up on you, you must never give up on yourself. No matter how many times you offend me, fail, or reject me, I'm always ready and willing to renew our friendship. I'm always taking the first step, moving you and inspiring you to come back to me.